Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Winkel. Is this your best effort? Again.
I get a lot of looks from people wherever I go. I'm not sure if it's because they find me attractive or because they think I'm a little odd. Or both.
Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you this knowledge of You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
Indra Crossis Strundul Orthibala Tro Ran now. Meistru Ismir Lovazebrom Dama Da Rock.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Sky above, voice within. We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar, before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim. Ah, I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue, as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kyne, in the name of Shor, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ysmir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn of this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here we can feel the Thu'um resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search. Dragons have a few what you have. Some believe that dragon... We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found. We study the way of the voice. Very few are but in your case, Dragon, he was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. Breath and focus.
Yes, I'm listening. Time to move, I guess.
Tell me, how does it feel to be the Dragonborn? Go get him! I'm gonna nail him with my Not good. I wish I could use sword that well. gonna nail him with my arrows. This is actually quite fun. Sometimes it scares me. I don't want anything to happen to you. I'm gonna break your tongues.
Ah! I think you're bleeding!
I'm not afraid of spiders. You must admit that I'm not bad. You must admit that I'm not bad.
Let me guess. Okay, but don't push your luck. Time to move, I guess. I do love taking it from behind. I mean, taking people from behind. As in sneaking up on them. Sorry, I just can't keep my mouth shut.
Yes? Yes? All right. Talk later. Why don't you crawl back into the egg you killed, sister? Come on! Shut up, Rachel! You will be so You did it again. I'm okay. Dragons was difficult.
Lost!
pendant would look lovely on my sister.
The old gods give me strength. I die for my
By the
people.
divines, the Forsworn... Here in the city.
Everyone stay back. The Markor City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Did you see that, madman? A forsworn agent, here in the city. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the forsworn. They promise people to kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. Did you just see that woman getting attacked in front of us? We're closed. This has ruined my entire...
Attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. I'd better get going.
Did you see that, madman? A forsworn
By the
agent.
gods, that man nearly
Here in the
killed
city.
me. You saved my life. Thank you. Here. I was gonna bring this to my sister, but I think you should have it. No. I don't have any idea. I was just shopping for a pendant for my sister back in the Imperial City. I've heard of them. Something about the men who live in the hills and attack caravans. I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. I'm just visiting here from Cyrodiil. All right then.
Did you see that, madman? A forsworn agent, here in the city.
He tried to kill Margaret, right in front of me. No. She's such a nice woman. Comes by every day looking for jewelry for her family in Cyrodiil. Is it because she's a noble? Why would anyone want to kill her? It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I don't think I can bear to sell anything right now.
Did you see that, madman? A
We'll
forsworn
handle things
agent.
from here.
Here in the
Move
city.
along. We'll handle things from here. Move along. We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Come on in. The Silver Blood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. This is the Silver
I said
Blood
om.
Inn. I'll let you figure
Aye,
out
a whole
this
heap of
first.
it. You see that temple?
I've been cleaning
All
up
them
spills, and
women
there is
keeping
fresh
to
linen
themselves. But they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but I know what I'll use it for. Well, let's not put it like that. Wouldn't want the thieves Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here. You'll be helping out an old beggar. And the divine smile on that sort of thing.
Unlike my husband Clever, I watch out. Now you just tell me if you... Matt, wish the
What was that
Jarl's
you
wizard
said,
would
venomous
up and
wife
leave
of
with
mine?
ya.
You a fighting man? How about a little... Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. I'm a porter. Just some muscle hired to move heavy packages. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack every caravan. So all I do is sit here and drink.
Please.
I'm
Those
drunk,
soldiers are no
and
match
it's been a
for us.
while since I had
The Jarl is
a
just
100
biding his
septums
time.
as I can take you. bear.
You come right to me if you find an unwashed
What can an old
lumpy
skull do for you, huh?
Don't be naive.
Well, you've come to the right place.
All the wood furniture in
Well,
this inn is
you've
rotten
come
to
to
the
the right
core.
place.
Do you know why that is, Clepper?
Good fighting to you.
My father...
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune.
I just clean up.
An offer, and I just
It's
might
rotten
fight it
because the
yourself.
wood is
If I
cheap and
can't
it's
get
soaked
you
with ale.
something, here,
Now we'll have
take
to
a look at
replace all
this.
the furniture
Some of the
and
Jarl's
all the
men
wood.
came by and left this bounty letter.
You're in
Did you hear?
Clepper.
The Hall of the Dead is
Why did I ever
closed.
marry you?
Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Degain the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Got a witch hunter in town from the priesthood of Stendar. Keeps asking questions about that old abandoned house. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
Alms. I said alms, you ba- What is there to know? It's in the temple, you bring it out. You bring it to me, I pay you. Now get moving. Bring more gold next time. There's no shipments coming.
Unlike... Now you just tell me if you need something. I should remind Clepper to clean this place up.
The Dragonborn come.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Did you hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market dabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
Lisbeth handles the customers. I just check the shipments. I better get back to sorting the dry
No,
goods.
I'm not Arnleif. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? I swear, if my Gunnar was alive to see me now. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Dibella statue. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn. Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. I inherited the store from my husband. His father was Arnleif. My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago. Forsworn attack. No, as if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the street. It was the Forsworn, wasn't it? I lose dozens of shipments every season to those barbarians. Now they're in the city? Gods help us. Come back whenever you need something.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Tacitus, what is this?
A
nail? Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. I just... well, the forge gets so hot in the thought.
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? Useless. Now do it again.
Need a new blade? Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish, But you bring it to me. Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point. Girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asked for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion. Mastered my trade there. Let me know if you need it. Got an axe here. That's right. An orc stronghold. Kept to ourselves, lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some
I'm Gore's
low
assistant.
chieftain.
I help her with the forge. I should heat up the forge. I just have to be so hot.
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs. Comes with living to a ripe old age. People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things. See? I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? Just say it should solve that problem. Thank you. We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear. Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends, so many kin, all lost trying to rebuild a past that was over long ago. Now, you let me know if you need a cure, or any...
I'm Bothella's assistant. She's the one you should talk to if you need an herb or a potion.
Yes, dear?
I should get back to memorizing recipes.
Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little, you and I? Which is your favorite city in Skyrim? Yes, Whiterun is lovely, isn't it? When staying in Whiterun, it's easy to forget about the harsh living conditions in the northern parts of Skyrim. Yes? I've heard that Muiri of the Hag's Cure grew up in Windhelm, but left the city after she was betrayed by her loved one. She seems so bitter. Of course. Is there anything about... Anesia has promised me that she will do her best to try to restore what is in my bottle. But in order to do this, she needs some important ingredients. Some of them I cannot reveal to you. They are secret, and she was very reluctant to tell. Others are not so secret, and these are the ones that... As for the secret ones, well, if you don't mind that I'm tagging along with you, that is. You know, maybe I can help you with some of your missions meanwhile.
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs. I have potions for disease, love sickness, irritating children. Now, you let me know if you need a cure or anything else.
Oh.
Look at you, up to no good.
Don't even think
A
about
little
it.
bit of old reach, Matt. So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients? I have herbs to mix.
What have you got there? Oh, could it be... You have found Tamriel Flora Illustrated? How wonderful. Thank you ever so much. Shall we continue? Yes? So, where are we going now?
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs.
My dearest friend, how are you today? What's on your mind, friend? I'm tired of this place. Let's go somewhere else.
Do you know what I love to do when I have a little too much spare
Have you
time?
heard?
Can
There's
find
been
a
another
beggar
dragon
and pay
attack.
them to harass.
Kinesgrove this time.
They are so desperate for money that they will do all...
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
You there, you another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the Divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out, and surrendered. Now, the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. He used the Thu'um, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city. Just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. Stay out of trouble in my city.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words. As his housecarl, Igmund's security is my chief concern. Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the
You speak to
roads.
Igmund, son of Orofdir, Jarl of Markarth. My guards told me, poor Margaret, and witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. The city is built into the mountainside, so it's hard to reach into, even from the skies. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. I don't know you, and I don't sell what precious property we have. But if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable, I might deem you worthy to live here. My steward will handle things from there. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty, unreliable. But I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them. We will see. I want no mercy for those Forsworn. Understand?
I have to work, or Anton will rip my head off.
Before you say anything, no, I am not from the Reach. I have meals to cook for the... No, I'm a Breton from High Rock, and I refuse to be mistaken for a filth. I don't care if we share the same ancestors. These people are savages. Half of them are forsworn barbarians. And have you seen what they eat? What have I done for the gods to take me so far from my beloved Daggerfall? Yes, the finest court in all of High Rock. You think politics here or something? Well, we Bretons invented politics. That is where I learned to cook, and where I belong. Not here with all these dogs. Take a look.
You should talk to Anton if you need anything. He's the master chef.
The
See ya.
Jarl gives me 2 incompetent assistants. Worthless.
You wanted to talk to me?
You have the honor of addressing a member of the Thalmor. Bask in it. The Dominion is here, and we're watching you. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. We're the ruling body of the Old Mary Dominion, saviors of Mer, victors of the great... The Empire exists because we allow it to exist. And I'm here to make sure the Jarl of Markarth remembers that. The Thalmor saved all of Elvenkind during the Oblivion Crisis. We've been watching over our lands for 200 years. We refounded the Old Mary Dominion, an alliance between us and our Bosmer cousins. You might know them from their common name, Wood Elves. We intend to prove the superiority of Mer over man, 1 century at a time. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having. Ogmund the Scowled. He's old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships Talos. But the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence. All right, then.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward. Oh, yes. Thank you. Here you go. Some gold for your assistance, and your discretion.
How about you let me look after that reward of ours? What? Don't you trust me? What about if I flatter my eyelash?
The Thalmor know how to deal with Talos worshippers.
I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith, but that doesn't mean I can't sell you a few pieces for a bit. Depends on what you need. A light armor is good for travel, less to carry. A heavy armor weighs you down, but no true warrior goes without. If you want some heavy armor, I might have a deal we could work out. I need a dangerous heart. Jarl wants me to cool his new sword in blood. You get me a heart, I get you some armor. Interested? Good hunting. Anything. Served in the Legion with my sister Gorza for over 10 years. We've seen Have you met her? She runs the forge near the smelter. Just don't bother talking to her, apprentice. Boy has no talent. All right,
You're here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. Neshuan The ruins underneath Markarth? The wealth of artifacts that I've based 2 human lifetimes of research on? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Persistent, aren't you? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in the Neshuan. My workers call her Nimi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What is enthusiasm? Good. Here's the key to the dig site. Yes, their history and culture is all around us in Markarth. A race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works. To protect my research, for one. There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would and the excavations into Neshuan are dangerous. Dwemer machines and traps still function, even after thousands of years. What? Oh, goodbye.
I'm Calcelmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory. Back to my studies then.
Is it me or...
Go get her! I'm gonna nail her with my arrows.
Huh?
Die! Hello there. Another one down.
I'm all ears. Well, okay, but if I hurt my back, you'll be carrying me. I'm glad that's sorted.
Yes? What makes this smell? Tell you I was good?
If there is one thing I don't like, it is people who think they are really tough and special and
Aren't you
boast all the
ever
time.
afraid that something will happen when
Also,
we are
don't you just
exploring
hate
the
those people who talk about pointless stuff that they really should to themselves?
Especially
What?
now when I am so
Why are you looking at me like that?
What was that?
I'll have your head.
Go get him! I'm gonna nail you with my arrow.
The last person I killed was stiff before he was fully dead. Well, part of him was.
Over here.
Strange.
It's gonna cost you.
It's a bit scared.
to ask you to stop. Good. Glad we straightened that out.
The Silverblood family will be heard.
So you're a real smooth talker, huh? Well, don't think you can talk your way around me. I know all the moves. I probably invented half of them.
Old Dwarven city underneath the keep. The Shuan said, best steer clear if you don't want the steeps to drain cotton.
The Tholmor know how to deal with Talos worshippers.
Treat my people fairly. I'm impressed. Forsworn usually makes short work of mercenaries, but you took care of them. Here is your reward. I do. A personal matter. My father died trying to negotiate with the Forsworn, back when that was possible. They took his shield to those Hargraven beasts they consort with. I need you to bring it home where it belongs. I warn you, it's dangerous work. No man of mine has ever faced a Hargraven and lived. Divines watch over you. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear. And now, Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire, and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. Retrieve that shield at all costs.
Let's spend a reward in a way that would make even Sanguine, the Daedric Prince of Ribautery, proud.
I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith. The finest weapons and armor. All right then. The Empire has always been good to the orcs, but this war of theirs is none of my concern.
Look behind those benches. There's a cabin over there. Shall we investigate?
warning you. Back off! I'm warning you. Back off!
You made a big mistake. Now I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna nail him with my arrows. Need to practice more.
Please tell me you actually know what you are doing. What are you waiting for? Now's the time to make a move. I rather enjoyed our little chat. Yes? Yes? Did you want— Yippee! I love holding people's junk. let's not hang around then.
use a sword that way.
So, as a werewolf, do you prefer the taste of man meat? I mean, do you prefer feasting on men or women? Never met me. Otherwise you would... Cowering right now.
You leave him alone!
Enough of this! It's nothing.
You're lucky I have company, so I can do unspeakable things. Your corpse.
Go get him! I'm gonna nail him with my arrows.
That's your back, huh? I cannot trust you.
Quite good with that sword.
The last person I killed was stiff before he was fully dead. Oh, part of him
You
was.
milk drinker.
Careful! You wouldn't want to hurt my pretty face.
I'm not afraid.
It does it! They say actions speak louder than words, so I'll let my weapons do the talking. Ha!
Must have lived on a north path.
Was there something you wanted? Do I have a choice? Well, okay, but you owe me. I'm here if you ever need me.
So, what would you like to do next? Sure. As you wish. Talk later. You're quite good with that bow. A Nordic ruin. What say you? Should we investigate? Hey, I picked up some arrows.
Taking it from behind.
You can have a look at them later.
Taking people from behind.
Oh,
them,
sorry.
Of course. Sorry, I just can't keep my mouth shut.
Will you look at these shoes? Of course. I thought I heard footsteps. Be careful. I find you.
Found you.
My dearest friend, how are you? Sure. Oh, why are you looking at me like that?
Have you ever tried bareback? I didn't like it. It started to make me a little sore after a while. What's with the funny face? I was talking about horse riding.
Aren't you ever afraid that something will happen when we are exploring a dungeon? I am. I wouldn't want to try. Especially now when I am so happy. Probably nothing.
Someone your own size, or bigger as you did Stanworth, and them beating me.
Stupid milk drinker.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old forts, you reckon?
good to have you by my side. You've honored my father's memory in more ways than I have words to say. I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in my city. Talk to my steward if you're interested. And take this, a gift from the Jarl's personal stores. There is room in my court for a new thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property. You helped my people and purchase a house for my steward, and I'll make you my thane. As you were then. If you'll excuse me, I have a city to run.
I'm the Jarl's personal black. Good. I'd prefer using water to cool my metal, but it's what the Jarl wants. Here. Some of my best armor. Wear it well. The finest weapons and armor.